South Korea's political crisis. On Tuesday night, South Korea experienced an unprecedented political upheaval as President Yoon Suk-yeol declared martial law, only to revoke it less than 6 hours later. The unexpected move drew immediate backlash from both parliament and the general public, forcing the president to reverse his decision in the early hours of Wednesday morning. The event has left the nation reeling and is expected to trigger a major political crisis.
Check.
At 11 p.m. local time, Yoon Suk-yeol, who has been in office since 2022 and represents the Conservative People Power Party, declared martial law. This measure granted extraordinary powers to the military, suspended all political activities, restricted parliamentary functions, and allowed the government to take control of the press. It also banned strikes and other forms of civil unrest. Yoon justified the decision as necessary to protect the constitutional democratic order and eliminate pro-North Korean forces. However, there was no clear link to external threats from North Korea, and many saw the move as an attempt to suppress domestic opposition. The backlash was immediate. Within 3 hours, the opposition-controlled parliament voted overwhelmingly, 190-0, to annul the declaration of martial law. Under South Korean law, such a vote is legally binding. Meanwhile, thousands of citizens gathered outside the parliament building, which had been surrounded by military forces. Protesters clashed lightly with security forces as tensions escalated. By 4:30 in the morning, President Yoon had accepted the parliamentary vote and officially revoked martial law after convening his cabinet. Military forces were ordered to withdraw from the parliamentary area, and the nation returned to normal governance. This marked the first time martial law had been declared in South Korea since the country transitioned to democratic rule in the late 1980s. The failed attempt at authoritarian control has raised questions about Yoon's motives and political judgment. Some speculate it was a desperate attempt to break the ongoing political gridlock in the country, as Yoon's administration has struggled to pass key legislation, including the national budget, due to opposition control of the parliament. The consequences for Yoon's political future could be severe. Opposition leaders, union activists, and protesters have already called for his resignation. Even members of Yoon's own party are demanding explanations for what many see as an impulsive and anti-democratic act. For now, South Korea has narrowly avoided a political and constitutional crisis, but the failed declaration of martial law is likely to dominate the nation's political discourse for months to come.